Are you proud to be Sierra Leonean?
Of course.
Well, yeah. Hi guys and welcome back. Today's episode is going to be about growing up Salone. I have two young men with me today. I have
Mario and Simche.
And they're gonna explain to us what it was like growing up in Sierra Leone, you know, what they did, where they hung out, places they went, you know, what life was like back in your days, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go straight into it, guys. So I'm gonna ask you guys some questions about your life here in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
So first of all, where were you born?
I born Cottage Hospital, Freetown.
Okay, you Simche?
Connie Banks Hospital, Freetown, by New England, someplace like that.
And what's your background? Where are you both from? Creole, Dade, what are you both?
We're not Creole. Yeah, we're not Creole.
Simche?
I'm a thoroughbred Mende.
Mende man. Apart from Creole, what other Sierra Leone dialect can you both speak? You can talk Mende.
Well, unfortunately.
so I think we should go back to where are you from?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I tried for land because I be sabi when I was much younger, but then circumstances. At your big age. Now well, I mean, I'm trying to learn again.
Well, what can you speak apart from Creole?
My dialect's Creole.
So then you can't really either. Yeah. Then he has two upon you then.
Two who? What?
Mende and Creole.
The man say the land Mende. What you mean?
But you can speak some words with Mende, no?
Yeah, some.
Okay.
At least I'm sure I can talk some. That came.
Okay, talk some Mende for me.
Banya Vawe.
What does that mean?
No, I'm Bogu.
What schools did you guys go to?
So I went to international primary school for 2 years.
Okay.
Tauhid kindergarten and primary school. Yes, 4 years and Beacon High School.
Beacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Stella Maris nursery or kindergarten, something like that. And I went to Ronsab from class 1 to class 2. In between that, I went to the US.
Okay.
Then I came back in Form 4 to go to Lebanese International School. I don't live in the Los.
So Lebanese International, two different.
Yeah, it's 2 different. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We get better grades.
Okay. How was your overall learning experience here? Obviously, you don't have much to compare it to because you grew up and studied here. But how was your overall learning experience? Okay, well you do, you don't. So how was your overall learning experience and education experience here in Sierra Leone in your younger years?
I think there's a lot more work. Like, it's more challenging because they leave a lot more to you. It's like, it's a more difficult framework, and so it requires you to work even harder. Like, if it's in the US, they make things so easy. Like, everything is there. It's just up to you. It's like you have to work hard to fail.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you have to work hard to pass. I went a year ahead because they wanted to put me in 1st grade.
Yeah.
But I was already past that level.
Yeah.
Like, so they gave me some exam and I passed.
So you'd say like growing up here, you kind of have an advantage basically education-wise.
Well, I would say like if you grow up here, you learn you'd also use for suffer more or less. When you go somewhere where everything is just simple, it's like so easy, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. What about you?
No, to add to it in Simche say, because the whole difficulty, that's true for most of the schools, but I think one of the major differences is the fact that we know we're a practical approach. How we just care about the theoretical side of things, to just learn and go through all things by the book.
Yeah.
So in the events and take you out from that situation, they put you in a practical setting.
Yeah.
You don't always know how to adapt within your land, because it could be different. Practice normally different from what's happening in theory. So
Okay, so overall, how was your learning experience? Did you enjoy it? Was it hard? Did you like school?
Yeah, I liked school. I was an okay student here. I did well, so it was good. And school was okay. I was well behaved. Always.
What are your achievements?
Being well behaved.
I mean, well-behaved students are usually like prefects or class something.
Well, so
I was a prefect.
You were a prefect, okay. So Mr. Well-behaved.
so
I was a member of the student committee at elementary school, Mario.
So primary school, I was a prefect. Secondary school, I was a senior prefect. I was the president of the LNDS Literary and Debating Society. I won a quiz competition for my school.
Okay. The list goes on.
On and on. Yeah.
What about you, Simche? How was your learning experience here compared to the US and then, could you come back?
I think for me, I just had to deal with like a culture shock, right? I left Sierra Leone like at the start of my formative years. At the very start, I was like 6. I came back just at the end of the formative years. So it's like, I'm Sierra Leonean, but I kind of, spent a few years like with an American mindset. I'm back. I know I'm Sierra Leonean, but I have to relearn everything.
Yeah.
I can't adjust. Calibrate everything. So it was a bit difficult. So like there were certain things that that was normal here that I wasn't used to, and I need for
like what?
Just
Blackout.
Well, that.
it's the more fact. Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Well, it's just, I don't know, like, in terms of dealing with people's mindsets, there was just differences, So, and dealing with teachers, the relationship between teachers and students here is different there. And so, I had to just get used to everything. So that took me a couple years to deal with, So, that was about it. Apart from that, school was okay.
School's okay? Both well-behaved students.
Very well behaved.
Teachers' pets.
I think no. I think I was maybe only in history class.
You liked history?
Yeah, that was my favorite subject.
What was your favorite subject?
I think I'd be good at a lot of subjects. I know, but no, honestly, I think government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, government was your favorite subject?
I think so, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
So, government we are studying the study of different types of government.
Okay.
Like the one way Dana Tong and other countries, compare them and show how it works and the people that really make up the government. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that was the subject. I've never.
Just everything, knowing the basics about the government, basically. Not just Salone, but all other countries. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your fondest memories growing up, like school memories, school days memories and stuff? Like?
Primary school, I think I was more reserved.
Okay.
But yeah, I loved acting in school.
Okay.
And I became paddy then, but that was it. Secondary school, I became this more outgoing and more social. And so yeah, I was more exposed in secondary school.
Yeah.
Which was good.
So what was like your favorite memory of secondary school? Did they used to beat you guys here?
Yes.
Did they beat you? You think? Well. So much for me, well behaved.
I was not involved in that.
So you were well behaved. You never got any beats or anything?
No, elementary school they don't beat. That's one. Before I left, no. No way.
So they beat you?
If people behave, they beat you still. What you mean? That's how long
Why would you like to beat?
Exactly.
You know, say the teacher don't pull you on math.
So what did you do? Tell the story. I don't know, something.
Okay, for example, they will ask you questions in class. You know, answer the just a few strokes. What did they beat?
So what was it? Cane. And they used to like proper
lash you.
Well, I remember. I think it was. I think class 1 or so. Someone was sleeping in class. Someone was sleeping in class. I just see the teacher car with long cane, just right on the back, and the boss obviously just
alarm.
A nice alarm. It went instant.
So do they still do that in schools here now?
I think so.
I'm very sure.
Wow.
The most memorable thing was old school. Basically every Friday or every weekend after school, we all would go there. We go play football, just chill, just hang out. Like we have games between different private schools, like early school versus the Mount and international. We used to beat them all the time. And you can quote me on this. And so like I mean it was fun. Like it was just like our our place, our thing to do. Like you go wake up on a Saturday morning and just call everyone like let's go to our school, go just chill, spend the whole day there. Like literally be there from like 12 to 6. Like old school was for me it's a place that's always going to be there to me because I spent a lot of time there. I had a lot of fun, I had a lot of memories. There were lots of things going on there, fights, etc. We went like 2 years without losing a game because every time we were about to lose, there would randomly be a fight. So
Planned?
no, of course not.
Of course not.
They were just trying to offend us.
Oh, okay.
And so they canceled the game.
So we didn't score on an offense. Wow.
What about you, Mario?
My fondest memory is not so big, but school particularly is about growing up. Like I grew up, it's also I grew up be exciting.
Okay.
So
Where did you grow up?
Dove Court.
Okay.
So that whole magazine, that old Eastern place there, I grew up. Like I meet Boku people there, of different backgrounds. Like a boy there, my kids. So I literally grew up with them picking like after school. So I would come more on the from the west end of Freetown, come back now was like Eastern. They will live among all man. So the people that really go to school is different for the one they really live among. So, yeah.
So those are your fondest memories?
Yes, definitely.
For me, in terms of socializing, I believe for like Club always culture shock. I believe for learn how to socialize necessarily.
Okay.
I was used to dealing and socializing in America. I thought it would be the exact same thing here.
What was the difference?
I think people's mentality. I just, like you need to know how to talk to people. Like people are a bit more sensitive here.
Okay.
Things that I used to think were normal or are normal over there, completely different here. So I had to deal with that. So the first time I went clubbing, I don't always say I enjoyed it too much.
Oh really?
So
did you go clubbing in America?
No.
Oh okay. Question: Why is there no age limit for clubs here? Why?
We like freedom.
There's a lot of freedom here.
We don't have an age limit for clubbing. I'm not sure if the age limit for drinking. I'm surprised.
These things need to be regulated though.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
When did you first start drinking?
21.
Hey, God.
You ask me, you just tell me. Well, 21.
Mario,
yes.
How old were you when you went to college?
I'm not being that 21, regardless of how old.
Okay, so you both went to college together?
Yeah, same class.
Same class.
Everything.
So that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
We had certain.
You be the game. Speak for yourself.
Wow.
And only yourself.
Like, we were gonna speak the truth. Was it? They're both lawyers, by the way. So
for the record, we are two separate individuals. Yeah? So talk for yourself.
I remember that you are involved.
Time the juice, yes, clearly.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll begin doing early, like, cause nobody really stop you, especially when you just go college. You're young. You go by home. Nobody really ask you any questions. Yeah.
The only thing they ask you is for the money.
Exactly. But what's worse is, like we don't go to university by then, so it was sort of okayish and whatever. But the bad thing is, like where you go in an area, there's a small picking for go buy one. Then kind of thing. So it happened like was I really grow up, you see they sell small picking, go buy pen and pack for me, cigarettes. So they're exposed to them and nobody really stop them and say, okay, we're not sell to you. Go here.
Wow. So were you allowed to speak any other languages except from English in school and stuff?
Yes. We spoke, I didn't speak it, but the Lebanese people spoke Arabic in school.
Okay.
And they had an Arabic class.
Oh, okay.
Then they had French, and all my taught Creole.
So Creole was like, everyone was allowed to speak Creole in school?
Well, I don't know if we were allowed to, we just did it.
Did you learn Arabic? Okay, you just know.
I never mastered the class. But I know the Lebanese school, the Lebanese national anthem.
Oh, wow.
It's in Arabic.
So you have to do both in your school, Lebanese International?
Yeah, like if we go today we sing the Sierra Leone national anthem, tomorrow we sing the Lebanese national anthem.
Okay, what about you?
English. Just English.
So you guys never spoke Creole?
Well, we be a talk Creole, but they don't allow us. So
okay. How did you guys go to school?
We get Vico would drop me off every morning, for the most part.
Bougie. So you used to walk to school, you used to do none of that, you used to get picked up.
Wait.
Bougie.
Hold on. The vehicular activity was due to necessity, like out of necessity basically. Because I be there kindergarten, in primary school I be younger, international self like I be younger, and secondary school I combo course. So there's no way you dey wake up and able to fend your way easily. Sometimes they weigh 1 or 2, sometimes cargo and bulk, they will take powder for a while, but for the most part, I mean, go to operate, then we fend your way come back.
So how do you make your way back?
Powder or taxi or Okada don't be more potential. Oh yeah.
What about you? Did you have a vehicle?
Oh, fine. What? Sometimes you walk up.
Oh.
Sometimes you
extended
to
school.
school because you let they will lick you out. You walk up. But yeah.
Okay. You?
Yeah, they used to draw me.
Yeah.
Wow, this
And got
bougie
picked
guys. You so
And they got
bougie.
picked up.
No, I used to get dropped off and picked up.
Did you
But
live
then
far as well?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
I was in Godrich at the time, and the road wasn't there, you know. But by the time I was in sixth form, like they'll drop me off in the morning, then I'll find my way back.
And how would you guys spend your weekends and stuff?
When now?
No, back in the days. We're going to now, like, back in the days, what did you guys do? Old school?
Old school, there's a party day over there. That was it. I would watch football. But most of the time, especially on Saturdays, we were at old school. I don't know for other people, but like, cause there was always games and activities. Like it's like some social, you know, there was something for us to do. Yeah, that's all. Like one of the schools get a variety show or something. That was it.
Me in the area baby there all the time, like for the most part.
What about now? What do you guys do in your spare time now? Because
Rest.
sleep.
Rest.
Okay, let's bring it to the future a bit. What do you guys do?
Well, we're pupil baristas.
Yeah. You're what?
Pupil baristas.
Pupil baristas.
Okay.
Yeah, like we just passed the bar exams. We were called to the bar in November, so we're on our pupillage now. That'll be done.
For a period of 12 months.
Yeah, that'll be done in December. And, yeah. But yeah, more or less lawyers.
Same for you.
Yes, same.
Any extra?
That's the only thing is said for me that's it.
So you both studied law together in college?
Yeah.
What college?
For Way College.
University of Sierra.
What is that like? What was that like?
I'm gonna take a drink.
One people get one thing you always say about FBC. We can say FBC is like a microcosm of Salone.
Okay.
Like our Salone did so FBC they but so if you it depends also you fend yourself. Like beside how you fend yourself. Like some of we will be getting your own thing there on the side, like your own social thing there, so we'll be minus the academics, we enjoy yourself and yeah.
Expand on the enjoy yourself.
You know, go clubs, like go party there all the time.
So you guys have like societies and stuff here?
Yes.
Were you a member of a society? It's a simple yes or no question. I mean, you don't have to go into details about your society
Yes,
activities.
I was.
Simche, were you a member of society? The same society?
No.
So, okay, I'm just going to ask, why not? Like, what was the why?
I think he rushed.
What do you mean I rush?
I would say yeah too. No, but it's one of those things that everyone had their own interests. You know?
Okay.
So there were different societies and different things that they had different things going on with them. This particular society was dealing with so and so. They had so and so values and morals and whatsoever. Yeah. And so what appealed to you is where you're going. That didn't stop us from being friends.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like we were classmates. That didn't stop us from hanging out. But when my society had something, I was with them. Always had, you know. But
most of the time, like we, like for the longest time, right throughout uni, me, Simche, like we partied, like we all classmates, and we almost always be the come out together. Even now,
so your society didn't create any kind of
well, not for us. For some people it did, but not for us. Definitely.
I think that was just some shallow minded stuff.
Yeah.
Because it made no sense. Because you go in,
exactly.
you go in, you're having fun, you know, but there's no law about you having friends outside.
Yeah.
And if there is, then it's stupid, you know.
So some people took it seriously, but
Yes,
Some
too
people
seriously.
took it too seriously,
Too personal.
because I was like, there were some rivalries going
Yes,
on.
yeah.
Like, you know, there was some.
And not worth it, trust me.
Some people just took it like that.
Are you still friends with like the people you went to school with and stuff?
Yeah.
Anywhere?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say we're as tight as before, but yeah, we still talk whenever we see, you know.
I guess so, because Freetown is so small and stuff, like you still see the people you went to school with and stuff, and it's
Freetown is a bit too small.
Trust me.
It's
too small.
Tight.
You all know yourselves, like it's
All man are the all man.
One big happy family, just not enough happiness.
there's not enough happiness. We're all happy.
No, yeah. Jokes. But yeah, for me, yeah, still cool with the people that I go to school with, like who will see me buying more, as you say, because all man they grow up and on a path they're in different directions. So we cool, but we don't spend enough time over the past few years. So just that in the boy, it's all love and it's everything.
Fair enough. So in university, like who had the most girls?
Most.
Yeah, you heard me. The most chicks, the most baby them.
Who? Wow. Well, ask Mr. Celebrity.
Mr. Celebrity.
Yeah.
Simche, why are you a celebrity?
Mario, why am I a celebrity?
It's not what I get big song. What I get
Simche, you want to introduce yourself properly.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself properly. So yeah.
Well, Mario is inspiring, yeah. You know, trying to, you know, add flames to something that, you know, basically at the end of third year I made a song, right? That was for fun, that ended up blowing up. The song was called Azamba. It kind of blew up. And the song was called
What kind of?
It really did blow up.
It's called Azamba, and you know, blew up and you know, turned something else, and all of a sudden I became a hit maker. That's what I was doing. And so like that kind of propelled me into this like world, like this musical world. Like I released an album in April 2017. You know, we launched a show. You know, it was fun.
What's your musical name?
Prodigy Sim.
Prodigy Sim.
But for some reason, everyone just forgets the Sim. They just go like.
I didn't know it was Prodigy Sim. I thought it was Prodigy.
Everyone there is.
What's behind the name Prodigy?
I used to listen to lots of mob. So I just like the guy Prodigy, but I wanted to add my name to it, so I call it Prodigy Sim. But I honestly don't know how the Sim lost.
Convenience.
Because everyone now just Prodigy. You know?
Yeah, I didn't know
It's just Salone will begin call long name. What did you know?
So are you back in your music now after law school?
Yeah.
Have any new releases?
A couple actually. A couple. But the thing is, I'm so busy with like practice and stuff. I don't get time for even push them as much as I should.
Yeah.
But I've released a couple songs. Song called Bind, Mario's personal favorites, Paddy.
Paddy.
No.
I actually like that song.
Not my personal. I detest the song. Thank you.
Mario, why
do you detest the song?
Why you behave falsely?
Because
It's like hypocrisy.
listen,
No, do you know why Mario-
hold on. For the record, I respect being faithful, yeah? So anything that has to do with Boku on the hand business, I know they did.
Like a true Salone quick king.
I don't, me not, listen. Listen.
Why
First of all, I feel like people should go and listen to Paddy. I will link it down below in the description, and then you can understand why Mario is opposed to the song Paddy.
Mario,
You can take the
song is basically
Can you swear
the
on
Sierra
affidavit?
Leone, the Salone King's Bible. That's what that song is.
If Nabo Salone King, I mean a Salone Prince.
Recently, I released another song called Popular.
Okay.
But
All good songs, by the way.
what I'm really trying to do is just I registered a company, an entertainment company. It's called Simple.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well done to you.
we're bringing some artists on board. Really, my focus now is just trying to give them that platform where I really didn't meet.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to get them to get their music out there, to promote them, and we have lots of plans for this year.
What about you? Aside from law, what do you do?
To be honest, I don't even know how to answer that. I'm sort of involved in a way in the whole creative scene, Freetown, like, are heavily involved. Like, I know I get very good relationship with most of the newer crop of artists. If there's any way I can support anything Sierra Leone, as long as they come up from me, because I believe, say, we were young that we were able to change the narrative. Like, they put me resources where the little were left after I come work and all that, for see how we can able to change the whole scene. To just shift the culture basically. So like what you do here might be linked with something where another artist did more. So if somebody were not to Sierra Leone, they look, okay, what's going on in Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
They're able to get a holistic view.
So what's dating like for you guys here in Sierra Leone?
It's dating. I mean, I didn't have the time, for dating and all that. Married you?
Look at our Sierra Leone kings lying as they do.
Next question, please.
Wow, so you guys are not going to give us an insight to dating in Sierra Leone?
Okay, I can talk about one more time to observe from me paddy there.
Hey.
Like in general, I don't see people that go on dates as much. I think it's a cultural thing where people that get.
But I
all that
don't
parts of the
mean
world,
taking the girl out and taking her to eat and date. I mean dating as in,
I wouldn't know because I don't get
Girlfriend.
experience with that kind of thing.
Wow, you know how long you closed your eyes for in that second?
Yeah, they're small.
So, I mean, this next question that you're about to ask, can you elucidate on it a bit?
Can I what?
The next question that you're about to ask.
Yeah.
What, the dating one?
No, the one after.
The one after this.
One.
So you guys are not going to talk about dating in Sierra Leone?
Well, I'm
mean,
sure
you
there are
can't-
blogs you can read.
You can't talk
Okay, I
about
have one question. Why is it that people here in Sierra Leone tend to be in like lifelong relationships?
lifelong.
We're loyal, Salone. Guys are loyal, faithful.
I didn't say
Salome don't cheat, first of all. Mr. Best has told us that. That's what.
That's on that.
Secondly, we're loyal.
you're loyal.
Very,
We
very
just,
loyal.
yeah.
Okay, God. But this is
saying.
news to me, so I'm like, wow, okay.
Well, news flash.
So Sierra Leone men are loyal. That's
Very
that.
loyal.
That's why you guys stay in these long
The
relationships.
moment you get to say you're man, just know that you're okay.
You're
Done.
You're set for life.
Lock the thing.
Every padlock container there.
So you guys aren't really gonna allow me to continue with these questions, are you?
Now the question with the answer.
answer
So
all
what else
the
you want to
I
say?
mean, okay.
That's what understand what
I don't know. You want to go for? I would answer you.
Sierra Leone men don't cheat.
at all.
I've said I would not take the longest for answering this.
Now why you
exactly.
take so long?
I'm just
It's like-
oh wow, when we're talking about your music career, we're talking about schools, everything. The questions weren't long, but I'm just asking you if Sierra Leone men cheat or not. You said no, they don't.
For the
umpteenth time.
Yes.
This unity in your answers shows there's some sort of hidden.
Show that Sierra Leone men don't
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine, guys. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine. Okay, we're just gonna ask what kind of games and what kind of things that you guys played back in the days, like like what was the one you mentioned? Tin.
No.
Like what kind of games did you guys play back in the days and stuff that maybe might only relate to Sierra Leoneans, I don't know, or maybe something else.
I play beaucoup game because it's also a go get we get big compound outside, so we play there's balance ball. You know balance ball?
Probably called something else.
Now the best way for
I don't know who's on
yes, I don't know. No, there's a
How do you
board.
play it?
So two people standing on either side.
Yeah.
Then passing the one in between. So not like two teams.
Okay.
Yeah. If this team now in the one in between, you try for
Stone. Oh, dodgeball.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm not saying them with it. I'm not full bet. Someone support me.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, dodgeball basically.
I don't know.
What's that kind of balance thing and dodgeball? Wow.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah. So
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. Just the dodgeball get bigger balls and stuff.
So
Yeah, but you're basically like balance. Okay, now I make balance the ball.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
balance ball.
Okay.
There was another game. Now touch.
Mama,
touch.
Papa.
Touch. No, never, not me, sorry.
Yeah, but that's something I read more.
Yeah. I don't know if the game na touch or church or something, but yeah, there was that one. I play football, but cool football.
Okay.
Mario and Abu goalkeeper. At some point, it's all goalkeeper, it's all defender.
Yeah.
Then it's
Okay. What other games? No other games?
this is me, with me. I didn't play because, like I said, I wasn't here.
But you sabi mama papa.
I read what's up.
Oh, say read what's up.
I want me party in blog.
Can I leave now?
Why are you running away? Waiting at mama papa where you get for left. What is that? What did you do? What kind of game is it? I don't know what mama papa is. Why are you
read explain?
No, but I'm not going to go far. I just read Mama Papa game. I was like, I don't think I need to know more about this. So I don't know.
Okay, so explain Tim.
And it's how exactly they will do it? Also like tic-tac-toe or something like that?
No. Tic-tac-toe and tin-tan-true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but tin-tin-tin are like if you want to select out of a few options and then like when I want to start a game, when I want to know who that is start.
Yeah.
So you go tin-tin-tin, tin. So nobody but Mr. Y.
So like any mini manimal.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So exactly.
Okay. I mean, this is good, see? Tin, any mini manimal.
Yeah, dodgeball, balance ball.
Yeah. Is that it? I'm sure there's games that you guys used to play, like. This one?
I mean, I play Boskidi though, but I think some of the older games. I play marble games. I play stopper game. Stopper, like you use bottle tops for play like football.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that's called, but I've seen it.
So you make a miniature kind of football field.
Yeah.
Then you use the bottle tops, and what you will do is defend foil. So like now Maggie Rafa, because maybe in a market or go take me my making foil inside foil ball. Yeah, that one the difference, guys.
Okay. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for sharing your growing up Salone stories. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see or hear more about them, I will link their socials down in the description bar. I'll also link Simche's music and his album, so you guys make sure you check it out and support Salone talent. So we'll see you guys in our next video. Thank you. Bye.